Hello, and welcome to Eureka High School. We will begin this year's graduation ceremony by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. May I ask that you please rise and face the flag on the north end of the track as our military-bound senior leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Gentlemen, please remove your mortars.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, seniors. Well done, and thank you for your commitment to serve the United States of America. I would now like to welcome Josie Scott, who will formally welcome you to the 2023 EHS graduation ceremony. And you may be seated.
Welcome everyone to the 2023 Eureka High School commencement ceremony. It is an honor to stand before you all on such a memorable occasion. I want to start off by thanking both friends and family for coming to this important event. This high school experience has been a journey for our class. From the lockdown in 2020 to a tornado in 2023, our class has experienced a lot together. We've won championships and received awards. All in all, our class has accomplished a lot, but without your help and support, we wouldn't have been able to. 4 years ago, the class of 2023 walked through the front doors of Eureka High School for the first time. Little did we know that those 4 years would fly by. To use our class quote, sometimes you don't realize the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. This quote holds true for our class. We have made so many memories together. To the staff, thank you for the endless hours spent grading and the many assignment plans made. Our class wants to truly thank you for your time and dedication you had to our class. Even though we lost an entire year, we didn't lose our relationships we made with the teachers here. I believe that every one of my classmates and I had a teacher we could go to when we needed anything. Thank you for everything you have given to our class. As I started to prepare for this speech, I looked at past speeches, and I came across the EHS commencement speech from 1953 and felt this passage was too powerful not to share with everyone. The passage goes, "A child must be conditioned to his responsibility as an American citizen. He must recognize that the world does not owe him a living, but only an opportunity for earning a living. He is responsible for providing for himself and his own." This statement from 1953 holds true for this moment. Our parents, teachers, and friends have looked after us and gave us a living among them for the past 12 to 18 years. It's now time to step out and live for ourselves and earn our own living. I'm thankful for the start that they gave us, and we are ready for the next steps in our lives. To my classmates, I would like to thank each and every one of you for making my high school experience incredible. I would like to thank you for the day-to-day encouragement you gave me and everyone else in our class. Even though our paths are parting, I hope we can remember what is past, but continue to strive for what's ahead. I pray that the class of 2023 will walk off this field today feeling proud of what they have accomplished over the last 4 years at EHS. Now I will end with an original poem. It's called Goodbye EHS by me, Josie Scott. Goodbye EHS, it's been a great 4 years, and even though some may have shed tears, we finished the assignments on time and the grades we got were just fine. We studied literature and maps and downloaded all the latest apps. We competed in the HOIC and repeatedly earned the victory. We walked through these doors for 4 years now, and the last time on Friday the 12th, like wow, this is really over, this is really done. 4 years in high school and we've only just begun. Though our time in high school is coming to a close, our memories will stay for many tomorrows. We experienced so much and enjoyed almost every lunch. We thank the staff and the faculty too that we got blessed with amazing teachers just like you. Thank you. Thank you and welcome to the graduation of the class of 2023. Please welcome Cammie Edwards to the podium to give the dedication speech.
Thank you all for coming to this milestone moment, and an even bigger thank you for helping us get to this day. Without your constant support and belief in us, we wouldn't be walking across this field today. Parents and guardians, we would like to dedicate our graduation to you as you have been here for us since day one. You have woken us up for school on countless Monday mornings, taken us to the store to buy materials for a project that we quote-unquote forgot about until the night it was due, and a million other things over the last 12 years that got us to this moment. You have shown us how to set goals and reach for the stars, and while we have chased our dreams, you have been there as our number one fans, ready to do anything to help us. We have grown and matured because of the role models you have been for us. My fellow classmates and I agree that we are ready to go into the world and achieve great things because of the upbringing we have received, and knowing in our hearts that you will continue to cheer us on. Once again, thank you, parents and guardians, for everything you have done, and I hope this ceremony is as special to you as it is to us. Next, I would like to invite Madeline Graham, Elle Hoffman, and Laurel Munson up to share the Class of 2023 Memory Walk.
We have many memories that come to mind when we think of our time together over the last 12 years. Here are some highlights from kindergarten all the way up to today. Our time at Davenport was filled with plays and concerts, ISAT boot camp, Hornet Buzz, and PTO fairs. We were always over-competitive during Jump Rope for Heart, seeing who can do each trick the most times in a row. Everyone can vividly remember when Derek Wiles passed out during We Love America practice. We were all scared, and Carson Gates even told him it's not time to leave yet as he fell, but looking back, it's a funny memory. At Congerville Grade School, they loved to put on the maypole, having Christmas concerts and play intense PE games against the Goodfield kids. Everyone was so excited on their birthday when Mr. Berardi would sing them a Magic Pencil song. McKinley Zobrist will never forget when someone's teeth got stuck in the wall during roller skating, and Peter Wiegand recalls that there was a ghost in the boys' bathroom whenever the power went out.
Goodfield Grade School is known for winning the 3rd and 4th grade track meet 2 years in a row. We always enjoyed doing boom markers and bells, going to the fall festivals, and decorating pumpkins in 4th grade and having the rest of the school vote on them. Every day at recess, we rushed outside to start our kickball game. Everyone in the outfield made sure to back way up when Ella Osmus or Drew Dingledine came up to kick. We will all miss our carefree grade school days. The transition to middle school was both intimidating and exciting, as it was our first year that we were all in the same building. We quickly learned to enjoy our time there through intramurals, archery and roller skating in PE, service day, and FCA Olympics. We watched the solar eclipse, were rained out of our dare baseball game, and got banned from tasing each other and using fidget spinners. We came together during middle school sports, supporting each other at state in volleyball, track, cross country, and wrestling.
When we have finally arrived to EHS, we couldn't wait to dive into the many clubs and extracurriculars that we stayed in all the way up to the end of our senior year. Our time here was filled with homecoming, prom, dress-up days, fight for life, and so many club and sporting events. When we even have 13 athletes going on to play their sport in college next year. While COVID may have put a hold on a big chunk of our time here, there was never a dull moment, and we always made the best of what we had. In high school, we finally got our driver's license, which was exciting but came with a few speeding tickets and minor accidents. Possibly the most memorable being when Kylie Locke's car mysteriously rolled into her lake in March. No matter what happened during our time here, we came together to have an exciting and memorable high school experience that no one will forget. We can't wait to see what the future holds for everyone. I would now like to invite the senior ensemble to come to the front to sing their final song here at EHS.
Thank you, seniors. That was a beautiful song selection. It was well sung. It's now my pleasure to share a few final thoughts with the class of 2023. I don't think you would believe how difficult it was for me to write this speech. I'm a former English teacher who has written dozens of papers and speeches in my lifetime. I have never suffered from this form of writer's block before. I've written 2 other graduation speeches this year, and neither of them felt right. I wrote my EMS promotion speech in one sitting, and I felt like it was on the mark. My first speech that I tried this year felt really repetitive. My second speech felt way too formal and academic, like I was writing a paper that none of you guys would be excited to listen to. So like Goldilocks, I hope my third speech is just right. For the third speech, I asked myself, what information would I like to share as a parent of my child who's leaving EHS and prepares for life after high school? However, I felt it was appropriate to ask the staff what information they thought you might need to hear as you leave EHS too. For the next couple of minutes, you're going to receive your final lessons from EHS, and I'll start with mine, and then you'll hear from the staff. When I was in junior high, I was what I would call a foolish warrior. What I mean by this is that I worried about a lot, but I didn't do much to assuage my worry. I'd go to bed knowing I hadn't completed all my homework, and I'd struggle to sleep because I knew I had homework still to complete. What I should have done was not procrastinate. I should have done my homework in a timely manner, and then I could have gotten plenty of sleep. I was foolish for worrying about things that I could change and then choosing not to change them. My advice to our graduates is that everyone in the stadium has something to worry about. However, how many people are going to make the decision to do something about the situation that is causing the worry? My hope for you is that when a worry arises, you find a way to resolve it rather than perseverate on it. I asked the EHS staff what they would share with you, and their responses came to me lightning fast. Listen carefully to their messages and see if you can find themes in what was said. Life is all about relationships, says Mr. Cottrell. Life is too short to be unhappy. Choose joy, says Mr. Wells. Everyone fails. Failing at something does not make you a failure. It just means you have more to learn. Do not fear failing, is from Mrs. Wirtz. Don't be scared to try new things, to ask for help, to offer help, or to get out of your comfort zone. You only grow when you feel uncomfortable, says Mrs. Monk. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better, is Maya Angelou, submitted by Mrs. Mahana. You do not have to be the smartest or best looking. You do not have to be even close to perfect. All you need is to be kind to others, but more importantly, kind to yourself, says Mrs. Ferguson. Love, don't judge. Your effort, attitude, and toughness matter every day, says Mr. Bachman. Love yourself enough to know that not all good things in life are good for you, says Mrs. Smith. Do more things that make you forget to check your phone, says Mrs. Brace. Learn to laugh at yourself. Also, if you come to a fork in the road, take it. You can never have too many forks. They're a pretty useful utensil. If you don't, someday you're going to be eating pasta without a fork and wishing you'd have taken that fork, says Mr. Tapp. My biggest regret is not making wise choices and considering how they will affect the future and everyone around me, says Gayleen. Friendship is born at the moment when one man says to another, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one," from C.S. Lewis, offered by Mr. Hantak. John Wooden said that confidence comes from 2 things. 1, preparation. 2, what you think about all day. So work hard and dream big, says Mr. Prina. The value of art is determined by 2 questions. Who created it, and what is someone willing to pay for it? Apply these same questions constantly in your own life, says Mr. O'Hanlon. Travel. There is so much more to this world than our little pocket in the Midwest, and the life experiences, new perspectives, and higher resilience you gain through traveling will help you in all areas of life, says Mrs. Coffey. Breathe from your lower belly to the top of your head, says Mrs. Lowe. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined, is from Thoreau, but was submitted by Mr. Stalter. Keep your eye on the ball. Follow through. Watch for the change-up, says Mr. Stromberger. Grow with a love and appreciation for reading. Read, then ponder what you have read. It is not too late to read more. If one chooses not to read, then they might as well not know how, is from Mark Twain, but was submitted by Mr. Glass. Apathy spreads like bacteria. Fight it by surrounding yourself with good people, says Mr. Miller. When you figure out what you want in life, take initiative, work hard, and follow through. It's never too late to be who you might have been, is from George Eliot, but was submitted by Mrs. Morris. Never miss an opportunity to show humility. The most effective leaders listen well, serve well, and empower others. All of these leadership traits stem from a place of humility, says Mr. Stork. The themes that I heard from our staff include being selfless, being confident, being goal-oriented, and reflecting on what has happened in your life. Notice that if you exhibit portions of these qualities, you are well on your way to being a well-rounded individual. You will be individuals who have goals to work towards, but you will also see that you can and should help other people work toward their goals as well. In a few moments, Mr. Bardwell and District 140 School Board will verify that you have met all the academic requirements necessary to graduate. Notice that none of the staff wrote about how life is based on who has the best grades or the most material possessions. What people wrote about is our inner qualities, the intangible items that will allow you to find your own joy and your own path in life. As you face turbulent times in the future, I hope that you remember that you have faced and overcome turbulent times in the past. That knowledge should give you some reassurance and validation that you can overcome the obstacles that present themselves in the future. EHS graduates, your parents and guardians, the EHS staff, and your peers have tried to foster grit and determination in you. As you continue to cultivate it and grow into the adult that you want to become, I believe you will find life to be an interesting and wonderful ride. Best of luck, class of 2023. I'm proud of each of you. At this time, I'd like to invite U.S. Army Master Sergeant retired and EHS English teacher Barb Wirtz to the podium. She will present the Citizenship Awards on behalf of the Eureka American Legion Post 466.
Good afternoon. As the representative for the Eureka American Legion, I am honored to present this year's Citizenship Awards on behalf of our commander, Stephen Hetz, and the adjutant, Cody Greiner. The Citizenship Award is given to 2 students in the graduating classes of middle school, high school, and college to further a vested interest in America's youth, encouraging multifaceted engagement and service to their families, schools, communities, and country. Those who receive this award must exemplify the 6 qualities that the American Legion uses to define character. Courage, including bravery and the propensity to do what is right without expecting accolades. Leadership while working with others to achieve common goals and stepping in when others can't. Patriotism, showing the ideal and loyal properties of being an American who is willing to serve our country in many ways. Scholarship through perseverance and effort in school. Service to others, promoting kindness, fellowship, protection, and constructive aid to all, and honor, encompassing moral character and excellence, holding oneself to a higher standard of conduct, and behaving in a way that reflects positivity through both speech and actions. EHS staff nominated and then voted collectively on whom they best felt would fit to demonstrate these 6 qualities. Both recipients are incredibly deserving of this award, consistently exhibiting these characteristics. As they come forward to receive their awards, please help me in honoring the 2 students of this year's graduating class whose teachers feel best represent these attributes. Congratulations to Ella Osmus and Landon Warenga. Mr. Edwards will come back to the podium now. Thank you.
Several years ago, EHS moved from tracking valedictorians to instead creating classifications of achievement in magna cum laude, summa cum laude, and cum laude. However, at graduation, we still like to recognize our highest achievers by giving them an opportunity to speak. Not every student wanted to speak. However, the ones who did want to speak were given very basic directions. Pick someone or something that was influential to your success in school. Carly Bridgewater will be our first speaker.
I have been a part of our district's music programs for all 13 years of my education. Of those 13 years, I have been privileged to be a part of our band programs for a total of 8 years. Of those 8 years of band, I have never seen a band so close to one another as our band this year. I would like to dedicate these few words to my band and to Mr. Stalter. Band, I have seen you rise from the bottom and claw your way to the very top. I've seen you persevere and overcome obstacles that are greater than we could have ever expected. Thanks to you all, I remember that if you work hard enough, you can do anything. My message to you is to keep working hard. There is always room for you to improve, and I know that you will always be pushing the boundaries of your abilities as a band. As Mr. Stalster always tells us, if you work your hardest, you're gonna get there. Thank you for everything you guys have taught me, and thank you for being the best band family I could have ever asked for. I'm not quite ready to let you all go yet, but I will forever cherish the memories made together. I would now like to welcome Ellie Cahill to the podium.
Thank you, Carly. Never forget where you came from. 13 years ago, we walked into our first day of kindergarten unsure of who we were to become. Through these past years, we've learned lessons to help us grow as we move into the real world. No matter what we do and where we go, we should remember this town that played an important role in shaping us into who we are today and who we will become in the future. I'm grateful for having grown up around Eureka and being a Hornet. As we move forward, it's equally important to remember the values we have learned here. These core values are, among others, hard work, honesty, integrity, and a sense of community you won't just find anywhere. Again, these will continue to play a vital role long after today. While many of you may be leaving this town, whether you realize it or not, you'll always carry a piece of it with you. Cherish that, and although you may not fully appreciate it just yet, be thankful for the times we shared and the times we've been given by this small town. I want to end by saying thank you to all our teachers, coaches, administrators, friends, family, and anyone here to support us today. And just as important, thank you, Eureka. I would now like to welcome Sam Courtney to the podium.
Thank you, Ellie. There are many reasons I'm standing up here, but most important is the mindset I inherited from my father. If there's one thing I learned from him, it's to be an expert in everything you do. Whether it's cameras, cars, taxes, or trumpets, Dad never did anything half-hearted. When he comes across something new, like music or coding, or something he's long enjoyed, like road racing or trumpet playing, he always finds something new to learn and appreciate. He's so passionate about bettering himself that he's taking more ICC courses even now at 66. And it's this passion and determination that I strive to emulate in every class, hobby, and action. So although I inherited many things from my dad, my face, my name, my introversion, the most important thing is the drive to learn. I would like to welcome Greta Myers to the podium.
Thank you, Sam. The saying that describes my high school experiences the most is, you won't know unless you try. This applies to trying new classes, sports, school events, and clubs. I'm glad I tried those new things just once to see if I liked them or not. If I would have stuck with my original answer of probably saying no because I was scared, I would have missed out on the memories that made my high school years so great. The biggest thing that changed me is that I would not have been able to get up and speak in front of this crowd today if it wasn't for Miss Lowe getting me to join the speech team. Because of her and those last 3 years on the team, I've become the confident speaker I am today, and I am now not scared or terrified to get up in front of a crowd to talk. I also want to thank my teachers, my family, and my friends for always pushing me out of my comfort zone and making me try new things, because those are the memories that I will look back on in the future and cherish so much. Thank you, and I would like to welcome Landa Barenga.
Thank you, Greta. I am blessed to have had Mr. O'Hanlon as a teacher, a coach, and a friend in my high school career. Mr. O is gracious, sincere, and humble in all aspects of his life. I'm sure that every high school student present is aware of how great of a person he is. Mr. O treats his students with respect, care, and generosity, and keeps up to date with all of his students' accomplishments. One of Mr. O's many selfless acts is writing personalized letters for his students, congratulating them on their achievements and thanking them for being great people. He puts care and effort into every one of these letters, and he ends every letter with a Bible verse to show that all glory is given to God. I personally have taken almost all of Mr. O's classes because he is such an inspiration and amazing person to be around. Mr. O leads his life in service to others, and we can all learn from the example that he is setting. Mr. O'Hanlon is the person that I strive to become. I would now like to ask Mr. Bardwell to come and present the class of 2023.
Will the graduates please rise? The Eureka High School graduating class of 2023 has met the criteria for graduation of the state of Illinois and the Board of Education Community Unit School District 140, composed of Congerville, Eureka, and Goodfield. Congratulations, graduates, for meeting all the requirements for graduation. Let's give the graduates a round of applause. Michelle Monk and Carly Bollinger will, the co-senior class sponsors, will announce the graduates. You may be seated.
Row 1, please rise.
Greta K. Myers.
Jack Benjamin Harmon.
Elizabeth Lee Cahill.
Carson Dean Gold.
Laurel Amelia Munson.
Charles Joseph Bardwell.
L. Elizabeth Hoffman.
Justice Dane Bachman.
Josie Noel Scott.
Isaac James Stoller.
Madeline Elizabeth Graham.
Elijah Nicholas Hahn.
Camden Diane Edwards.
Gabriel Nathan Gerber.
Carly Lynn Bridgewater.
He's actually a really good person.
Samuel Douglas Courtney.
Elizabeth Lane Anderson.
Landon David Warenga.
Isaac Luke Walder.
Hadley Neal Plattner. Row 1, please be seated. Row 2, please rise.
Nicole Barnes.
Brock Stephen Bullock.
Eli Paul Minton.
Austin Michael Johns.
McKinley Lene Zobrist.
Levi Dean Eastman.
Virginia Leanne Christie.
Caleb Schofield.
Joseph Christopher Collins.
Noah James Holtz.
Hava Helene Carlson.
Dylan Albert Wiles.
Hannah Ray Elizabeth Knott.
Matthew Frederick Johnson.
Miranda Marie Wilson.
Ryan Adam Metzger.
Tyler Wyatt Ulrich.
Mason Kurt Carr.
Ella Joanne Osmus.
Ian Daniel Wells. Row 2, please be seated. Row 3, please rise.
Moses Cy Van Middlesworth.
Drew Dustin Dingledine.
Hayden Olivia Stoller.
Ryan Carter Mangold.
Olivia Catherine Bernius.
Dakota Lou Wiegand.
Laura Lee Blunier.
Bryson Alexander Hinthorn.
Avery Shea Rosinski.
Dwight Ryan Cooperschmid.
Renee Gabrielle Hostetler.
Luke Andrew Rinkenberger.
Ellie Joe Schmidgall.
Race Aiden Abbott.
Caitlin Marie McAlay.
Alec John Jerosit.
Sophia Corinne Stalter.
Zechariah William Lapp.
Caitlin Reese McCunn.
Derek Edward Wiles.
Nice one, Rick!
Row 3, please be seated. Row 4, please rise.
Sophia Lee Kaufman.
Mason David Schoolcraft.
Kara Lynn Lucky.
Peter Saad Elzanati.
Kylie Nicole Balducci.
Peter James Wiegand.
Chase Michael Jones.
Aiden Gregory Post.
Kylie Joe Lauk.
Austin Dean Wiegand.
Gabriel Joseph Royer Jr.
John McEwen Folks.
Shelby Rose Logan.
Ashton James Horbley.
Elise Addison Punky.
Spencer Mark Wilcox.
Morgan K. Linder.
Benjamin Joseph Jablonski.
McKenna Susan King.
Christian Fritz Courtney. Row 4, please be seated. Row 5, please rise.
Faith Brianna Carlson.
Anthony Lucas Bowman.
Charlotte Bailey Tanner.
Jacob Jeffrey Morin.
Danielle Marie Oakes.
Carson Andrew Gates.
Tessa Abigail Lafferty.
Jaden Lyle Markham.
Cheyenne Marie Knapp.
Wyatt Jacob Bean.
Wilson.
Evan Michael Wilson.
Reagan Marie Linder.
Cameron Parker Manning.
Tegan Nicole Hobbs.
Hadley Lewis Hursting.
Sophie Esperanza Leman.
Rylan Bradley Bachman.
Carson Miles Prescott Bloomer.
Jordan Wayne Myers.
Wesley Lucas McClellan.
Row 5, please be seated. Would like to reintroduce Mr. Edwards.
All right, the moment we've been waiting for. I now have the pleasure of presenting to you the class of 2023. Congratulations, graduates. Yep, now's the time to throw them. Congratulations. At this point, the honor marshals will be releasing you, and remember to get your diplomas in the school cafeteria. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you everyone for coming.